You got 8 hours with him.
Why? He hasn't asked for a lawyer. We can hold him for 24.
This episode is all about the ghosts from our past coming back to haunt us. Sarah is forced during an interrogation to reveal when she was in foster care and what happened to her.
Larkspur, Burien, King County Juvenile Detention. You get around, Alexei. Sarah's foster care experience plays a role in this interrogation in that she has been to all these places that are in Alexei's file. She knows them intimately. Her strategy is to, as much as she's capable of doing, kind of lay bare the ways in which their lives are the same. Case number 78-203. It's funny how it never leaves you like a nickname. If one of Alexei's strategies was going to be this kind of tough guy exterior of like, my life is harder than yours, she's saying, I get you, you know? You can't hide. I know where you come from. CPS must have come 5 or 6 times. I tried to cover it up. Knew the foster house was going to be worse, and it was, right? Kids aren't fools. We know. She's trying to present herself as an ally in order to get him to confess. Where's his phone?
He's processing along with his other stuff. Why?
Holder's really starting to get suspicious of where she's at. She's really starting to show signs that she's not 100%.
You want to get a warrant?
No, they can do a download without it.
Won't be able to use it in court.
If we get a confession, we won't need to.
She's really like just going, like not thinking about any consequences. And even Holder starts to think that, man, that's a little bit irresponsible. I mean, we could just do this the right way.
I feel Sarah's actions are completely justified. I think she is behaving without self-preservation because she has to.
Tommy and Danny cannot stay here no more.
The boys are doing just fine. They're staying exactly where they are.
When Terry's parents come in to have this discussion with Stan, Terry thinks that they're out of line.
Why did she leave you?
Ma?
No, you let him talk. I want to know.
They don't have a right to come into his house and tell, Stan how it's supposed to go.
Got to take care of something down at the station.
Is everything okay?
Something I should have done a while ago. Things are coming to a head for Stan. And so as a way of, again, not trying to regress into that guy that he used to be and taking, matters into his own hands, he goes back to the police again.
Mr. Larson.
I got to talk to you.
Come with me to my office.
You asked me before about my past, if it had anything to do with what happened to Rosie. I want to give you some names. How do you share these names without convicting yourself? And so it's a fine line, and you really get the sense of the stress that he's under. It's Mikhailski's boy. Or he sees the father immediately in that kid's face. And it all comes back, and the fact that he's in there talking to the police already, it certainly takes away any kind of safety or security he thought he had.
It's better if you go now, please.
There really are no answers for Stan. Each one of these things just adds more questions. And basically, who's coming for him next?
Mind if I smoke?
Something in him kind of wants it to be like it used to be. He would meet and talk to a young woman and not necessarily have it be sexual, but maybe subconsciously wanting it to be that.
Want me to get you someone?
And then without knowing it, he's peed himself in front of this person. And I think that triggers his feeling of just absolute and overwhelming loss of self.
The man you're conceding the race to, he's the same prick who put you in that chair.
Jamie throws Richmond kind of a lifeline. It's just an offer of revenge, and it's not ideally how you would be motivated to come out of something like this, but that's just, I guess, who Jamie is and what he has to offer. I'm gonna destroy him.
I'll be home soon, just as soon as I can. Okay.
Holder's noticing that Sarah's just starting to really neglect her own son for this case.
So how's Lil Man?
Holder doesn't have that kind of relationship with his mother, but he's definitely been neglected by his own mother. So it's, a soft spot for him. And he also really likes Jack. So it's somebody that Holder really cares about.
You go check up on Jack. I got this.
What are you doing here?
He had 103 fever when I got here.
It's a terrible moment of failure for Sarah. To fail so completely in front of someone where there's so much history and so much betrayal, it's just so awful.
You care more about that dead girl than you do about your own son.
It's a heartbreaking moment for Sarah because, of course, it's not actually true, but her behavior definitely points to the possibility that it's true. But she doesn't know how to change it.
As the tension builds with Terry and Stan, it's two people that have had so much taken away from them. It's just emotionally and physically exhausting and draining to the point where any kind of comfort, you know, especially with someone who could understand.
It's more of an awkward, lonely, just needing someone. They just both needed some kind of solace, and so they were there for each other in that way. And then realized that was not the best decision.
I never knew a girl who had so many secrets.
Really?
She wouldn't even tell me what she was doing at the casino. Or how she found out about her dad.
Found out what? It's just another piece of this puzzle which keeps getting more and more and more complicated. You can tell me. What did Rosie find out? I guess Sarah's quest is to unearth all the secrets, and that was definitely a big one. Alexei, what did she find out?
The truth. Stan Larson wasn't her real father.
AMC's The Killing. New episodes, Sunday nights at 9, only on AMC. For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.